Hello everyone and welcome back to the Witch of Bees and Bones. I know that I've been gone for a minute and so I wanted to address that, and I also wanted to talk about some future plans for the channel and some things that have been going on. So we are entering my really busy season professionally. For those of you that are new to the channel, I own a floral design business. And so wedding season is ramping up, and I also sell art and antiques, and so the town is getting busier and more people are coming in. And so I was trying to figure out how to, as we all love the word balance, everything, and I've come to the conclusion that I would rather sit down once a week with you folks and make a solid video that I'm proud of than scramble trying to get more content out. And I've made that decision for a few reasons. One is this channel and all of you are deeply important to me, and you deserve authenticity and you deserve quality. And I never want to sit down because I feel like I should or because I feel like I have to. I would rather sit down with all of you when I have something to say. I don't want to be inauthentic. I don't want to put, nonsense out there. And that doesn't mean I'm going to be serious all the time, but I want to have something to say, and I want it to resonate with folks and add to your life. There's a lot of fluff out there, and although we need fluff, that's not the direction I want to take this channel. So I will be doing a video a week. That is my commitment, and then beyond that, I'm sure there are times that I'll put another out there when I have something to say or I have something going on that I want to share. And I hope you all understand. Things have been very, very hectic this past week. Generally the busy season, kind of ticks up, and it just shot off like a rocket this past week. I've been slammed busy, which is great. I've also been very busy kind of switching back into my spring, summer, fall routine for myself personally. And so I want to share a little bit about how that looks. So, full transparency, I have not pulled a card in over a week. And some of you may be clutching your pearls, and other people may think that's not that big of a deal. And maybe it's kind of a little bit of both of those things. This is really funny. So I have begun walking outside again. The snow is gone, the mud is gone for the most part, the ice is gone. And so I've been able to get back outside, and 6 days a week I walk 5 miles every morning. And I try to be on the trails by 6 a.m. Sometimes I don't get out until 6:30. And the trails are kind of in the woods and by the water. So that takes up, an hour and a half of my morning, and then I work. And then, for an example, yesterday, I left the house a little before 6, was on the trail slightly after 6, and then I walked 5 miles, and then I got ready, and then I worked all day, and then I didn't get home until, I think it was 6:30, doesn't matter, and then I worked until like 7:30, writing something up for a client. And I was really fucking tired last night. And so Elijah and I went to bed early. Or actually, I shouldn't say we went to bed early. I go to bed early every night because I get up so early. So I'm usually in bed by 9 at the absolute latest. Once it ticks 8 o'clock, I'm like, okay, it's late enough. I'm going to bed now. There are times I don't sleep well. Lately I've been sleeping pretty okay, and I'm happy about that, but there are times that I have insomnia, so I try to sleep when I can. So I have been feeling guilty about not pulling cards. And this thought occurred to me as I was walking on the trails, next to a lake surrounded by nature. Now let's think about that for a second. I'm a nature witch. I am at my happiest. I am at my clearest. I am at the soul of who I am when I am in nature. But my brain was telling me that I was being a shitty witch by not pulling cards. The things our brains tell us is fucking wild, isn't it? And then, fortunately, because I've done a lot of work on myself and continue to do a lot of work on myself, my next thought was, you're in nature. Like, it's okay. Things evolve, things shift, things change. And I started my schedule of card pulling and that kind of thing every morning this past winter. And it's not that I'd never done it before. I obviously certainly have. But that was a way to stay in touch with my practice. And I think it's important to say, I've said in other videos and I've said in conversations with folks, I'm a witch 24/7. I'm not just a witch when I pull cards. I'm not just a witch when I'm in the woods. I'm not just a witch when I'm doing ritual. I'm a witch all of the time. Everything I do is through the eyes of a nature witch. Everything I touch is with reverence. And so I don't need to do a certain thing to tick a box to be like, oh, I'm a witch today because I did this thing. And I was a little rough on myself for not pulling cards. And as I've mentioned before, I have had some anxiety in the last few years that has been rather unpleasant, and I've been managing it, but it got kind of heavy. I'm safe, I'm well, I don't want anybody to think that I'm in any sort of danger. I'm not. But the winters are long and cold, and that's hard on me. So I've been really so grateful to be outside so much. And whether that be walking in the morning or coming home and doing yard work. And I wanted to share this with you because I think sometimes we ourselves or social media or what have you make us think that we have to tick certain boxes to be practicing what we're doing. And I know that all of you don't necessarily identify as a witch or even pagan. So I'm not, but I also know that virtually everyone I know, if not every single person, can be hard on ourselves. And I've decided to be kind to myself and realize that no, I'm not pulling cards every day. And that's okay because I'm in nature and that fills me up like nothing else does. In the past couple of weeks, I've seen a snapping turtle. I saw multiple loons. I have seen osprey. I've seen blue heron. I have seen probably 3 to 5 different kinds of ducks. I've seen a couple different mink. They're just, if you've never seen a mink in the wild, they're the cutest little things. Shiny and dark and sleek and scampy. I saw a beaver yesterday. I sadly also saw a beaver that had been hit by a car, like literally down the road from my house. It hurts my heart. I'm thinking that after this video, I'm going to go collect it and process it and honor it. Sweet creature. It always brings tears to my eyes when I see an animal on the side of the road or in the middle of the road. Sorry, just got really emotional there. So by being in nature, I'm my truest self, and I don't have to pull cards just because I think I should. I miss them, and I'm working on. I don't want to say fitting it into my schedule because that sounds shitty and obligatory. I want to make time for that practice. I also don't take it lightly. I'm not the kind of person. And again, people can do whatever they want. This is my experience, but I can't just walk in, to my living room altar, which is behind me, and pull a deck out and pull a card and be like, oh, that's my card for the day, and then just kind of like go on. I clear my decks, I shuffle my decks, I spend time with the cards, I journal about them, and maybe that practice could evolve a bit too. But for right now, I would rather take that sacred time with them, and pull them when I'm called to, because I am so lucky to be spending so much time in nature. And for those of you that have human children, let me be very clear, I have no fucking idea how you do it. I only have to take care of myself and a tiny little cat and a snake. Granted, I run a business, granted, I run a home, but like a lot of people who are parents do that. I don't know how you do it. I'm tired. I've got a lot going on, and I don't have a human to take care of. So kudos to you. But where I'm getting to with this rambling is that I want us to be kind to ourselves. I'm striving to be kind to myself. I hold myself at a really high standard, and sometimes I'm not the best version of myself, but I strive to be kind and graceful, and I do that for other people, and then I forget to do it for myself, and I think that that's fairly common. And I would really love for you all to be gentle with yourselves. I think that this might be ramping up as the busy season for a lot of us, personally, professionally, what have you. And so things may shift and things may evolve, and that's okay. Things are supposed to. And I want you to be kind to yourselves, because I firmly believe that if we're kind to ourselves, we can be kinder to other people. And if we're kinder to other people, we might have a chance at making this world less of a raging dumpster fire. And that's important to me. That's really important to me. You all are deeply important to me, and I want you to take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves and do what you need to do. And so to circle back, for me, I need to prioritize my nature time and prioritize my business time, and then making videos, or a quality video a week, a priority for you folks, because you deserve something interesting, or something that you connect to, or something you learn from, or what have you. And I want to provide that. I'm so deeply grateful for this this channel, and for the folks that take time out of their lives to sit down and watch it, and subscribe or leave comments or any of it. It blows me away. I'm staggered, and so grateful. I'm grateful to you, to those that reach out on social media. You're incredible people, and I know that there are some I'm forgetting the term, internet trolls, I think is the term, out there. I have been lucky. I know my channel's still super small, but not as small as I thought it was going to be. It's grown really, really well, but I haven't had any shitty people in my comments. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. There's a zillion channels. There's a zillion different kinds of content, and this is the kind of content I make. So This was long and it was rambly, and I adore you for staying if you've stayed this long, and if you didn't, I don't blame you. But find something beautiful, whether that's a walk in nature or a beautiful song or eat something delicious. And I will be back with you next week. And I thank you in advance for respecting my need to do this, and I I adore you, and you all mean so, so much to me. So thank you, and be well, and I will be back very soon. Bye.